Righty then, new intervallo time. Let's get into it, shall we? A funeral was held for Martin and the LCE researchers today. Most of the sinners seem to be feeling that similar sense of being out of their element as well. Some of them were asking Mercel, apparently the most knowledgeable of them all when it comes to funeral process and etiquette, all matters of questions for pointers. Gee, I wonder why. Hasn't every sinner here attended a funeral before, back when we set foot in that grim manor in T-Corp? Yeah, they're not gonna fucking remember. Corporations are not eager to grant time-offs just because an irrelevant someone has died, and the price of real estate seldom makes it viable to buy land and erect memorial houses on it. Yeah, I didn't imagine funerals to be much of a thing in the city, because death is just so common. We used to just leave them where they died, and after one night's sleep the body was gone. In Hongguan, people tend to set up graves if they have enough room to spare. Of course, there wasn't a guarantee they wouldn't lose the burial room by the next restructuring day. We'll remain here until Gregor's condition settle. Oh, right, yeah, he kind of, yeah, that happened. The psychological assessment turned up disastrous, to say the least. Gregor was clarified unfit for combat deployment for the time being. Fair enough. Take your time. Seem to have some time to spare, manager. This makes things rather convenient. There's something I intended to discuss with you and Sinner Ryoshus, a matter that requires your assistance. Okay, the request concerns an investigation into the backdoors located in the House of Spiders. There's one member we need to bring along to this. Yeah, we're gonna bring Kira, because, Kim Ji-hoon accidentally spoiled that bit in his stream. I mean, she's a good kid. She just kind of messed with the wrong crowd, I'd say. Give me one reason why I should even cooperate. I didn't ask for your help. Put you to use, I believe, is what I said. Your survival is not incidental. It is the result of a calculation. The company anticipates a potential profit by keeping you alive. Expected gain, as the term goes. I'm dead meat as soon as my usefulness runs out anyway. It's not like you're gonna let me live, not after I killed a bazillion of your guys. And I must tell you that, unlike your typical Batstreet syndicate since the middle, corporate entities of the city tend to avoid choices that may incur losses. Yoshihide? You. Heard you got stabbed in the back by Matthias. That's not true. Ah, denial! Papa wasn't landing a fatal blow unless he cut through me too. That's why he did exactly that, to aim for the enemy's head. Besides, you made the right choice. A little sacrifice ain't a thing in a family.
Oh, I like it, denial! That is first part of the grieving process, brothers. Now let's all hold hands, huh?
So what exactly is your point? The point is you're taking too long. If you can't decide whether you want to live or die, I can shorten the hesitation. Cooperate quietly or I'll snap your neck completely right this instant. Sync isn't such a bad way to go if you're keen on taking that loyalty act straight to the grave. Whatever, I get it, okay. I'll talk if that's what you want so bad. I assume the prisoner was successfully persuaded. Come, you will find your weapon on the table. You may use it in the event of an emergency. The hell? I can't even unsheath it! Ah, you won't be able to use it without authorization. The code has been slightly adjusted. Now then, let us head to the House of Spiders at once. Wayfarer, our first combat node. So, my team has changed a bit, as you can tell. You see, I really like the idea of running with a bleed burn hybrid team. That is complete bullshit, by the way. I actually just want event currency. Here we are. It's been a bit. Oh, it's Spaceman Johnny from IKEA. Team's introductions are in order for both sides. This is team leader Alan from the Wayfarer Company, who will be working with us on the investigation onto the house's back doors. It has on prior occasion been referred to as the new or aspirant W Corp, though the name is an unofficial one. Our employees have also taken to calling you the new L Corp, something we have in common given that we're both chasing after the same horizon. Ew. I do not like you. You have the face of someone that's going to stab me in the back. I appreciate if you could share any prior knowledge to have about where these back doors connect, as detailed as you can make them. Honestly, I've got pretty much nothing if it's about Robo-Unk and his fuck off. I mean, I've seen Albina hit up that door and the other one over there when she was popping out to farm stuff, but Sinner Ryoshus, give Manager Alan whatever information you have. That door should lead to one of the ring's protected turfs. The other two on the left, I remember they were marked with an X painted with blood. But I have no idea where they actually lead. It's all blurry. We'll start with the one Sinner Ryoshus mentioned. You don't trust me at all, huh? Then why even bring me along? Yeah, we're definitely in another ring place. Yep, this is where the Falvis are going to be. Don Quixote? The Eye of a Second Kindred of House Tepes. What is it doing here? I mean, we did hear that they have a Bloodfiend member in their ranks. We will be making our exit shortly. Prepare to initiate lockdown sequence. Okay. Oh, yep, here they come. The furries came through that door. then the house is full wasn't just a baseless rumour. A stray little spiderling fallen from her parents' web. How many years has it been? You. Who are you? Ah, right. It makes sense that you would fail to recognise me. I used to wear a different mask back when I used to visit as your tutor, didn't I? A wolf, if memory serves right. Rings a bell. Who that maestro whose whole lesson was a 3-hour sermon praising the intensity of primary colours and the strength of living creatures? Benoit, was it? That's right, Emile Benoit. They say you can't hatch a phoenix from a chicken's egg. Doesn't always apply, I see. That lockdown sequence thing, how much longer till it's ready? I'm afraid the progress and speed of the lockdown sequence lies in Alan's hands, not mine. It's by nature a time-consuming work. We cannot expect haste. Perhaps that does make this a suitable juncture to trial Plan A. Any suggestions that involve Don Quixote removing her shoes will not be dignified with a serious discussion. Faith in potentiality is not something I dislike. As for this, however, this seems more like grasping at straws. Yeah, Ryoshus. I was going to try using it anyway. I've long wanted to see if a maestro's death is any different. Are you sure about this, Ryoshus? Doesn't matter if I'm sure about this or not, Clock. Think of that woman as Lei Heng and do what you did in Heathcliff's mansion. I'll take care of the rest. Right, that's probably our best shot. What Ryoshus meant was quite clear. Resonate with the golden bow, secure an advantage to fight on equal footing, then catch them off guard by slowing down the flow of time. A cut from the Ryoshus, even if it doesn't give us a real fighting chance, might at least stall the maestro long enough to give us the time to get away. If you want a taste... Oh? Oh, she can't unsheath it! What's the matter? How? The lock the House of Spiders used to bind the Ryoshus no longer exists, so why? Why can't I draw the blade? Now that's unexpected. So the rumours of you mastering that relic, were they false? This is the first time this piece has ever been exhibited to an outsider. Is the lockdown sequence still not ready? 1 minute to go, step aside. Flashbang. One who intercepted the blow was Kira. Why do you stand in my way? Fucked if I know, I'm already regretting it, alright. Damn it, they're definitely going to ditch me here. Why did I even... Faust, revive the organic remnants of Sinner 3. Called it for real, exactly why I didn't want to get involved. Don't just stand there, get over here now. But these guys are going to come flooding in if you, TTM, want to get cleaved in half again. You pin this on me later, you're gonna pay. Lockdown sequence complete. All backdoor links have been cut. Yeah, but some of them are gonna have gotten through. Bulkut, think you can still use your arms? I'm fine. Everyone to me. If I had Kira Ishmael leveled, I would have bought her trust. Oh well, Liu Ishmael basically has the exact same ego spread. Shoot him! Violet or break a slam! Why do I keep clashing this with skill wands? Boom, boom. Pow. This unit is stupid, by the way. Oh my god, just roll heads, you fuck! We don't even need to complain about bleed count, just run these two and you're gonna maintain the stack just fine. This is complete overkill, I do not care. Burn! Not bad, squad. Not bad at all. It's only the first door and the impediments have already Good work, everyone. Wayfarer have a team dedicated to this sort of task, but the mortality rate is quite high. Honestly, I was bracing myself for the worst. As Falvis won't be able to cross over anymore with the door completely locked down, right? That cannot be asserted with certainty. Now, you're saying more might come. The corridors and back doors have always been the ring's turf, and those Falvis beasts have endured as a long-standing faction within the ring. This operation is more important than I thought. That aside, why couldn't I draw the blade? Is it the new Scabbard's fault? Demon Edge, an enchanted blade? Which is it? It's probably neither of those, nor is it a sentient sword. This presents a fine opportunity to conduct another examination of the sword. Excuse us for a moment, Team Leader Alan. This is a forward base constructed by Limbus Company following Operation Spider-Pyre. It did not exist prior to the house's fall. Oh, hey Vesper. What are you doing here? Snack thief? Ah, manager. Charon snacks. Mr. Stringbean ate up all of them. Sorry, but I think there's been some misunderstanding. Verg, kick his ass! Charon, super sulky mode engaged. Not talking for half a day. Deploying super pass bit of can do. Beep beep, mode disabled. Wait a minute, I was saving that for later. I assumed you were being picky. Well, now you know, yet I still see you gobbling up my share. He took my snack too. Verg, kick his ass. Rodion Romanovich. Okay, that's her last name. I am aware that half the total snack budget allocated to each sinner is being funneled into your snacking expenses, and now you're raiding the LCE supplies as well. The examination is concluded now. I suppose it won't be an issue to let you hear the results together. I would like to know, because I feel like a part of Araya is within the sword. Araya is basically acting as like a lock. The locus of the will is not in the blade, but the scabbard. An ego forged in a rather paradoxical nature would be the most appropriate description. If the scabbard has its own will, does that mean the owner of that will can be resurrected? For that end, further analysis on the scabbard itself would be necessary. Coordinate with Alan for your next duty. He should still be in the ring nurse father's quarters. We've sifted through and isolated the doors with the highest probability of leading into the ring's gallery. The next step would be to enter the alternate door you mentioned, but hold up a sec. I was actually gatekeeping more stuff. Gatekeeping? Are you saying you have more to tell us about the gates? Doors? That door over there, pretty sure it connects to N Corp's and nests. I saw Albina going in, all hyped about some canned whatever it was. And that wooden door with bandages wrapped around the handle. Papa'd go in there to cross out vengeances. From what that book said, it's probably a turf protected by a thumb subsidiary or something. Based on the intel, please proceed by investigating the safest door first. As for the high-risk ones, I'll continue checking and let you know which ones you will need to enter. This door, it feels familiar. You recognise that door? I think I passed through it a few times when I was little. Welfare facility located within a nest, most likely a park. Every sod walking here is dragging some animal along, which means they've got money to burn. Proper rich lot, this place. Ah, maybe Ryoshus used to take her dog out here. Did you ever come here with a puppy named Saru? Yeah, I remember that. Not a puppy though. Saru was a bit bigger by then. Was that adorable hound thy companion of old, young Ryoshus? Indeed, my one and only best friend. And because of that, Saru would be locked away in the vault every time I had to depart on an assignment, with a spiral driven through her. First ever leash. Looking back, it might have been kind of fate had she died sooner. While I was grieving, Callisto offered a solution, said he would give me a gift the next day. And what I received was something he called the Beastbone Blade, a tanto that would whine and yelp in Saru's voice with every swing. So that's how he killed your dog, huh? No, he didn't kill Saru. That tanto was alive. It was a horrible sight and I felt pity. So I shortened what remained of her time with my own hands. I got used to it, but that bastard Callisto's installation artworks cause night terrors and nightmares for... Oh? Ah, Araya. Night terrors crying from nightmares in the House of Spiders. Yep, Araya. Araya's memories. Thought I told you to keep the exhibition in your room. Ah, you've returned, Yoshihide. I decided to attempt installation art of a somewhat larger scale this time, but I ran out of space in my gallery. Dearest Yoshihide, Araya has reached an age where she may be introduced into the world of aesthetics. Surely this wouldn't be a problem. It would. You liking it and me acquiring the taste doesn't mean Araya will. This hollow void, this must be Araya. Yeah, Araya's happy that she at least remembered that, but pretty much nothing here. I think we're done. What the hell did they get in here? They're back! They probably infiltrated via an entirely separate route, another back door. As you can see, their objective appears to be the retrieval of the ring nurse father's artworks. Yeah, he's dead, so they have more value now. Oh boy, it's that time again. Let's go. Kick their ass, Kira. I'll carve a Sigma into you. And now you're all going to die. Give me your organs! Alright, Kira's just getting her ass beat. Oh, that's why she was using her counter. I'll get you back for this, man. Don't have a cow, man. Let's reload. I love this Mersault. I love him so much. Put my fucking art down right now. Wasn't that just swell? According to the tracking logs recorded by the surveillance set devices installed here, they appear to have crossed over from another corridor, the room resembling a shopping mall, the one filled with batches of toys on display. Your company, if I recall correctly, designated it as the corridor of the middle nurse father. I suggest we relocate there. Your tasks assigned here have been wrapped up. Before we set off, do you have any information to share in advance? We're planning to compile a comprehensive encyclopedia cataloguing the notable characteristics of these corridors and all of their connection loci. Your cooperation will be most appreciated. Some parts are kind of fuzzy, not gonna lie, but I can still recall like 20 places clear enough. I mean, it was home for me and Papa, so... Anyway, I'll tell you what I know, so come this way if you want in. These two doors here made from paper and wood, they connect to S-Corp. And that one reinforced with steel, that one leads to V-Corp, backstreets where... What is this now? This one connects to somewhere in the general Great Lake area, it seems. Welcome to U-Corp's giant Stingray port ship. Why does that ring a bell? Hang on a minute, it's that place, isn't it? That port ship that had Salon de Moulet at the private hair salon. Oh shit, we could have claimed those hair coupons! Looking back, I guess Papa did hella care for me, so why? But it's also true those guys went out of their way to get me out of there even though they didn't know me so well. Why's it gotta be so complicated? Might I recall, the toys and games he was into were pretty retro. Must have been annoying to play along. At first, but the more I played along, the more I got into it. Still corny and juvenile as shit though. You tell me about you all the time, Yoshihide. Proud shit. Not a day went by without him saying stuff like, Yoshihide learnt this in 2 days, or yo, this was Yoshihide's fave, you know. Too bad I wasn't here to tell you that his words weren't worth shit. I once thought of him the same as you do now, a good man, at least among the nurse fathers, caring enough to bring me gifts. But one day I realised that he'd never understand the things I really cared about, even if his life had depended on it. I might know this, wasn't it something that happened at school? Papa told me that things started getting awkward between you and him ever since you quit school. Bullshit, I've never been to school. I'd never even thought of wanting to go to school. No way, bro, I even saw a clip of it. What? Papa showed me that video when he was teaching me how to use these doors. I even saw a baby, you going, I'm off to school, Dad, in that video. I'm pretty dang sure. Very well, Yoshihide. I'll register you in an institution that is not entirely dissimilar from school. There is a subsidiary of the Ring. Academy. Sure it was a school, not like an art academy or something like that? Wait, that kind of makes more sense. Yeah, it must have been an academy, not a school. Academy of Arts. This memory sucks, Clark. I would have been just fine without it. But at least I got to remember the incident that changed my perspective on Matthias. Very well, Yoshihide. I'll register you in an institution that is not entirely dissimilar from school. I intend to send Yoshihide to an academy as part of my educational curriculum. There is an Academy of Art, a subsidiary of the Ring. Companionship with other talented children of approximately her age will nourish the spirit of inspiration that will guide Yoshihide's growth. The prescript approves. But Callisto, I'll tell you now that you might be making a mistake. How would you be so certain of that? Perhaps a little more situational awareness would have prevented what is to come. I don't know why we're even learning about corporate stuff in this day and age. Right, I don't want to get the point of this slog is trying and shaping blood vessels to make a colour that a drop of ink can do better. I read that in a book. Yeah, it's gory, but it's boring and shallow only because you guys are bad at it. What? Oh, you mad because your daddy's a lame corporist. Oh, is he? No wonder his stuff is just... Ow! I was taught that people who say bad things about my family deserve to get their butt kicked. Then bad-mouthing Callisto wasn't actually what set me off. I didn't have any special reverence or attachment to family like Matthias did either. It's just what I was taught to dislike, that's all. Hey buddy, you're home early. Oh man, must have been playing rough today, huh? You got dust all over. Got into a fight. A fight? Yeah, they kept saying dumb things about class stuff, so I smacked them. What about you? They didn't hit you anywhere, did they, buddy? On my cheek, but it's okay because I punched him this many more times. Did I do good? That's my girl. Yeah, he's gonna go decapitate a kid now. Just got some business to take care of. Why don't you sit tight and work on a colouring book? Dad will be home before you know it. There you are, Yoshihide. Is class starting already, my diligent little girl? Wonder who she takes after. Dad? I know. I said I'll be back before you know it, but I got a bit lost trying to find my way through the Ring bastards' tricky mazes. You know how they are. Oh yeah, and there are so many snivelling brats here. Well, as for their crimes, they slapped my buddy's face hard enough to leave a mark. That's an arm for ya. As for the instructions, well, anyone who'd agree they did one sorry job for keeping those tykes under control. How do you like it, buddy? Papa's the best, ain't he? So he just mauled a bunch of fucking kids. How dare he? Such senseless, barbaric violence. Uncultured, uncivilized animal. I don't want to go to an academy. I don't want to go. I don't need friends anyway. He took a lot away from me than just to feel good about himself. From everything we know, the Ring nurse father seems to have been the least awful parental figure in your childhood. Hazy memories, almost forgot to mention. A few days after that, Callisto left a snowman by my pillow as a gift. It was made of heads. Heads? Yes, decapitated heads from the incident at the academy, threaded together into a sculpture. Thinking back, it was one sorry excuse for an art. He's sorely mistaken if he thought some low-effort bullshit like that could make me feel better. Those blokes walking out of the salon. What hair? That was quick. Due to newly emergent complications past the door, we've concluded that this location is the optimal point to intercept and engage the infiltrators from the Ring. This location, you say? Oh wait, that door leads to a zone under Syndicate or Wings protection, doesn't it? Better idea to fight here then. Do I really have to do this for a third time? Go on, beat their ass. This is your home turf. Tibia time! I really like this unit. And then we use Tibia. Yahoo! 400 damage! Let's make some fucking music! Yeah! Rock out! That about wraps up the middles corridor. Thanks to you folks who managed to cut the door back cataloging workload by 80%. Next up is the Thumbs corridor, but we actually found a lot of intel lying around there, so we just needed to check some of the doors in its basement. In the Thumbs corridor, we came across a bundle of papers detailing the comings and goings of the Thumbs members and the orders they were carrying. Whoever wrote those logs has been diligently keeping them updated. The last entry was written not so long ago. Well, the contents of the notes were all that interesting. They helped us get an idea of where each door in that corridor leads to. Valencia's shitty scrap papers. She'd been keeping up with that useless shit this whole time. Remnants of a desperate search for a thread to cling to. You found one of her backup ticket hoards.